Who am I and who are you? The ultimate questions for who we are as whole beings experiencing on this earth in this human journey. And to find the answers to these questions, we are going to be sitting down and exploring the minds for the wisdom and knowledge of the layers that make up our beings. From the mind, to the emotions, to the body, and to the astral with the light body. We will be exploring these different multi-dimensional aspects of who we are as the I Am presence in this world on earth, in the human experience. We'll get to have fun, cracking smiles, and diving deep into the knowledge with different psychics, intuitives, shamans, coaches, teachers, practitioners, and many more different beautiful conscious souls of the everyday life to gather the information we need in order to unravel these layers and become more aware and present in ourself as the whole I Am presence that we are. And I'm very grateful for this and really look forward to the journey. So thank you all for tapping in and being a part of this. And I am your host, Marcus, aka Crystalite, and I will be on this journey with you from the beginning to the end as we travel through the process of clearing layers.
Your biggest fears might not even be yours. What if the key to healing is hidden in a life you've already lived? Let's dive in. Past life healing is a journey, one where you explore memories that aren't just from your childhood, but from lifetimes long before. Through guided meditation or hypnosis, people uncover stories, relationships, and emotions that linger across time. The wild part? Releasing old wounds, even from a past incarnation, can lead to real, lasting change right now. Imagine finally letting go of patterns you never understood, or finding strengths you didn't know you had. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, curiosity is the first step. Ready to see what your soul has been carrying all along? Hit subscribe and start your healing journey.
Coming up this Sunday, August 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern, a live premiere of a new episode of The Process of Clearing Layers. We're going to be joined by sacred guest Samantha Samb of Higher Self-Healing, and she is going to be helping us unpackage and come into a deeper awareness of what it is to heal through our past life regression. She is a natural psychic, deep intuitive, and does many other connections to the other side. Tap in and tune in on YouTube, Sacred Light Broadcast Network, Facebook, Crystal Light Robbins, and leave comments as well as feedback. And we look forward to seeing you there. Grand day and welcome everybody to another episode of the Process of Clearing Layers. And we are in season 2, continuing on our journey of diving into the multi-dimensional layers of the human being. Throughout this series, I, Marcus Crystallite of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, have taken us and been with us along the way throughout season number 1, and now season number 2. And with that, we've explored many different, various, wonderful, beautiful souls around the world that have shared different holistic and conscious ways of living, ranging from orgonite to shungite water, shamanic drums, QHHT, astrology, and much more. You guys can check out these episodes in season 1 on the YouTube channel Sacred Light Healing and Wellness. So for everybody that's not familiar yet with the Process of Clearing Layers, this is a show that I authentically channeled and had come through me when I was actually staying at my mother's house in South Carolina. And it was very unplanned to generate this full series. And this series comes from the core intention of providing the knowledge and wisdom to our collective on what it could look like from not just the macro level, but also the micro level of going through a holistic healing process and what it looks like being a human being, peeling our layers and going through our healing. And not only going through the healing, but in depth mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So you can kind of figure out a little bit more and gather your own deeper understanding of how these holistic and conscious ways of life have been able to not only shift and change my life for the better, but also our wonderful sacred guests that we have each episode. So that being said, if you guys want to support this movement, you guys can always just like, subscribe, and share. You guys can also spread the word, and you guys can donate as well. My Cash App and PayPal is down below in the ticker as well in the description. And each donations get split between myself and our sacred guests as well for their time. And then lastly, ask questions. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to comment and put your comments in the comment section. If you have your own knowledge or awareness of how these type of things that we talk about have impacted you, and maybe you have something to expand upon what we've shared. So along with that, you guys can also come on and be a guest on my podcast as well as other shows. So just reach out. So with that being said, on this episode of the Process of Clearing Layers, we are going to be joined by a wonderful divine sister, and she is local here in Ohio, just like I am. And her name is Samb, and she is a wonderfully multifaceted psychic, intuitive, and just wonderful multidimensional being. And I gotta say, I'm honored to be able to share the space and have her as a guest on this series. So Sam is going to be joining us to talk about the very deepening, but also very awakening and activating, and also I would say transcending practice and focus of life surrounding past life healing. So, our guest on this episode, welcome, Sam.
Hi, everybody. Hi, all you beautiful souls out there. Thank you for so much for having me on. Gratitude, brother.
Absolutely, sister. It is an honor to share space tonight and to be able to talk about such a wonderful topic that can really, really bring tremendous value into our everyday life. And I just want to say thank you for your walk and thank you for all that you are and that you bring to this world.
Thank you. I feel the same about you.
Thank you.
So, we are on here and we are discussing, we were saying past lives, but the correct term is different timelines, right? Same thing, but just so everybody understands that, of course, that we are multidimensional and there's layers of healing. So I'll just go give a little history about me. I definitely.
I'm gonna put you on the big screen.
I like that. Okay, thank you. So, I grew up with a single mother in Oakland, California. My father was one of the biggest drug dealers over there. The father that raised me, only met him once when I was 19. My mother struggled with alcohol abuse through other drugs. And I grew up being molested most of my life. I moved to Alaska and was raised in Fairbanks, Alaska, till I was in 6th grade. And back and forth from Chicago to Alaska because my stepdad was from Chicago. So I've always been very intuitive since a kid. I could always see auras since I was a kid. My blessing was my grandmother that raised me like my mother, while my mother worked, was also very psychic herself. But even though I had those blessings, I still had to endure a lot. I had trouble studying because of the energies that I would channel. So they would label me as dyslexic. And I would say 3 years ago, so it is 2025, 3 years ago, my ancestors heightened and showed me everything. And I mean everything. I can hear telepathically my aunt talking almost 2 hours away. I could see spirits. I could remote view. And my higher self took me out to the universe and showed me why I came to Earth. And that was to love my brothers and sisters, help them on their awakening path. And everything that I went through, I planned so I can be totally transparent, empathetic, and loving to do my mission of healing. So that's where I've gotten my gifts, and of course exercising my gifts, right? So like a baby has to crawl before it walks, I too have to exercise my gifts. And I started out being taking reiki, and through reiki my intuition has grown and grown, as well as my psychic abilities. So I became a Reiki master in 2017. And after becoming a Reiki master in 2017, I have learned through healing that spirit will guide me. Like if I'm in their energy field to heal them, it might not be to heal their body or their spiritual body. It might be for a mediumship or past lives. And I would like to talk about that. So when I'm tapping into the energy field, I have a gift that they given me where I can tap into different timelines. And that timeline will come through and it will reveal itself and it will show me and where to heal, because this is coming to the surface. So this spirit can ascend and transmute this. So the spirit can transmute this energy so it can basically level up and clean and clear and purify their energy system so they can be more intuitive with their gifts and have more confidence and love in their heart space. I will tell about a time where I was tapping into the lady's energy field and I saw that we were in Russia. She was a male child sick in the hospital and that child died. And that child died without having the proper healing from that timeline. So what I will do energetically, her guides, her ancestors with me will bridge and we will come in there and we will cleanse and heal that child from that timeline. Because this timeline, that lady was carrying it through very simple acts, right? Like she's always coughing, never knew why. So you have to realize it's very simple symptoms, very simple telltale signs. The spiritual world is so simple. That's why people dismiss it. And it's very simple to heal too. And it also is based off of your belief system. So this lady is open. She believes I can heal her, or not me, but me being the channel, the bridge for our higher dimensional families and ancestors to hold hands and put this healing perfectly where it needs to go. It is important for us to heal these timelines. That's why a lot of these are coming to the surface to heal, is that way we can ascend to be a higher frequency. We come from a very high density 12th dimension frequency of unconditional love. And that's just part of my job, is to come in there like a vacuum, a spiritual universe vacuum, suck up those energies and transmute those to source. After you experience these timelines being healed, you're going to feel your vibration rising. You're going to be more confident. You're going to have more love in your heart space. You're going to experience in that lady's situation, she's not having that cough like she used to have. So it is important that we question, why do I always have headaches? I mean, I had an experience over the weekend where I seen the lady in her body. She had a timeline where she was killed in war. Tragically, right dead on the spot, killed in war. And she carried a great sadness. And she doesn't even know why she's sad. And I was there to tell her, it's not just from this timeline. it is that you have carried this because you didn't get the proper healing from a different timeline where you were murdered in combat. And those soul fragments are tapping her on the shoulder to tell her it's time to heal that timeline. Because she is carrying around a great sadness. If she does not heal, it's going to be passed on to her children. Because the ancestors are knocking at your door saying, you are the richest ancestor. You are the one that we want you to heal our energy field. So it's very important to center, to meditate, call on your ancestors. What do I need to heal and transmute to help all my ancestors in the next generation? And you'd be surprised. I've had a lady that I seen a past life where she was in a concentration camp, Austria. And that was like when Hitler and his regime. And I kid you not, it's funny how we are so connected. It's not funny, but I'm saying it's interesting how we are so connected, because the lady next to her was in that same concentration camp and needed healing too. So the people that you're around more likely are in that same timeline as you that need healing. Pay attention, spirits tell me. Pay attention to the symbols. Pay attention to the smells. Pay attention to the foods that you eat. Pay attention to your feelings. Pay attention on the characters that you keep around you. And to be heart-centered, to really go into your heart, because that is where the Akashic record is in your heart. The heart tells you the truth, not your mind. The cycles will repeat. So the cycles that are coming back up for, like me, I was molested a lot. I had a past life where I was in India, and I was in a businessman's office. I don't know what kind of business he had, but I was there under a desk. He was hiding me there for his pleasure. As a looked like I was 5 years old, but I didn't heal that. And it has kept on coming through my timelines, and it manifested again in this timeline because I didn't heal it. So it is our job to look at ourselves dead on, to alchemize and master thyself, so we don't repeat these cycles, so we are ascending on a higher timeline. And once you do that, it clears up all the timelines from that not manifesting it again. We hold 14 generations of DNA in our timeline. 14 generations. And your ancestors they come in like football fields behind us. sending us emotional, telepathic messages like, I feel sad, but you think it's you. But no, it's your ancestors saying, this is what I want you to heal, my sadness. And people get confused and take it on for themselves. And they will do escapism through drugs, sex, gambling, buying unnecessary things. And they think those are their thoughts, and those are just band-aids. So I invite you to get heart-centered. Really dive into your heart. Spirit doesn't judge, humans do. And ask your ancestors, okay, I've been feeling mad for the last couple of months. Why, ancestors? Get a journal, write that down. You'll be surprised that your ancestors don't channel through your writing. How they will channel through your writing. Automatic writing, look it up. Let your ancestors flow through you. And when those energies come up, you always want to send them with love back to the Creator, Spirit, the universe, God, all the same to me. Because when you send them with love, nothing can hurt you. It dissolves and it eliminates everything. Like poof, be gone. It is important when you're doing this to be an observer, to be an eagle on a mountain, and have no judgment of those timelines, those energies, or yourself. Because every day you can recreate yourself to a better version of yourself. Or not. Marcus, would you like to talk about any timelines, experience that you had?
Why do so many seekers say their lives changed after one weekend in nature? Could a drum beat really open your heart? Come find out at Soul Family Rising. On September 13th and 14th, journey with us to Lake Hope in the heart of Zaleski State Forest, Ohio, for a 2-night elemental drum medicine retreat like no other. Surrounded by ancient trees and fresh air, you'll step into a true soul family, where connection, healing, and laughter are all part of the rhythm. Our flow shops are led by an incredible team. Christina Cheyenne of Sacred Vibrations, Victoria Ann Ilg, Heather Lynn of Heart Alchemy Wellness, and Marcus Christolite of Sacred Light. They'll guide you in elemental practices that bring balance and clarity, tapping into earth, water, fire, air, and spirit. Plus, don't miss our special guest, Chuck Wilson of Walk'n'Drums, a master shamanic drum maker whose drum flow shop is truly unforgettable. Whether you're new to drumming or a seasoned spirit traveler, you'll feel the power of rhythm to awaken and heal. All meals, blessed with love and gratitude by Grandmother Katie Singing Eagle, are included, with vegetarian options so everyone feels nourished. Bring your kids, your parents, your friends. This retreat is truly family-friendly, with ages 8 and under free, 9 to 16 just $20, and adults only $55 for the whole weekend. Camping, meals, flow shops, all covered. Just bring yourself, an open heart, and a sense of wonder. Space is limited, so register now by scanning the QR code or visiting the link on our flyer. Questions? Text Marcus Christolite at 513-238-5580. This September, let's rise together. Your soul family is waiting.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be honored to. I just want to say thank you for being vulnerable and opening your heart and sharing, your life experiences, as well as the the things that are usually pretty tough to open up about. So I just want to acknowledge your courage and your willpower, and thank you for doing that today.
Thank you.
And yeah, as far as timelines and my past life regressions and other things that we could term it, wow. Okay, I'll start with so it's always like a journey, of course, and for me it's like there's stages and evolutions of your relationship with something. And with that being said, you know, all the way back in 2015, 10 years ago, I was 18, 19, and I was very initiated by spirit at that time. And like 2014 and 2015, so much was discovered and unlocked with my being. I found out my Lyran lineage through a Reiki session, unexpected, unintentional either. I found out about my automatic writing abilities and channeling abilities during that period as well, while I was in jail. Connected with my father's uncle. And then I also found out about two of my most significant past lives at this time as well. And those two past lives, man, number one was a Navajo shamanic elder, and I went by the name Lion Dressed Elder Sensei. And then something kind of interesting about this lifetime is that I found out about this in 2015 through two different mediums that had no relation to each other in this physical blood life or anything community-wise. So that was really clarifying for what I kind of already saw, had subliminal messages of throughout my life. And 2023 came around, and I was at a Reiki share group. And while I was at the Reiki share group, I was on the table getting some Reiki with a group, and it turned into a very, very deep ceremony of cleansing my lifetime as that Navajo shaman. And what I was cleansing was the death that I had went through in the Spaniard War during that time period. And what happened was they had found a etheric sword in the center of my forehead from where the Spaniard on his horse had stuck the sword through the center of my forehead.
Wow.
So they had removed that during that Reiki session. And then I could literally feel every one of my tribe members standing around me etherically during that process. So after that, I felt tremendously more light and more confident. And I felt like I had really, I guess, like accomplished something within myself. It's like that feeling of just like no longer feeling bound to an energy or a density. So then my second one is, it's one that took me quite a while to really embrace, especially publicly, due to the status of this being. But the second one was also clarified by these two mediums that had no relation to each other. And So the past life was King Tutankhamun, and I had to do a major throat chakra clearing from that lifetime due to the resistance that had taken place for trying to restore the order during that time. And then there was another time too where I was on plant medicine and I was standing outside on a balcony. And one thing about me with plant medicine is I can start to see the whole grid, the astral grid. And unintentionally, I just naturally started seeing, looking over the balcony, what felt like me looking over Egypt, standing on a balcony. And it felt like I was literally in that embodiment, in that moment. And I have many more clarifications for that as well. So those are two of the major past lives that I've become aware of and have done tremendous work with. And the thing I want to close out with this about this is that, because I know there's like this very fairy tale like propaganda about past lives and stuff, and I just want to share this because I just want to invite people to take it, I don't want to use the word serious, but take it in a way of just understanding the magnitude of what it can do for our soul journey and our human life. And one thing I've learned is to not attach to trying to become who you were in the past. I know it's very common and easy for us to hear about a name or hear about a walk that we had, and then we want to become the past again. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because what that does is it kind of creates more attachment and more soul fragmenting by trying to do that. And instead, what I invite people to do is try to embrace just learning, studying, and integrating the lessons, the characteristics, the traits of that figure or of yourself in that time, and try to integrate into your modern body, your modern being, so then you can utilize those characteristics or traits that were so great during that time in this present time for this society and for this life that you're in now. So I just felt called to share that because that's been something I've been bringing up with people, because there's great power in becoming aware of your past self and taking that and integrating the very powerful and positive traits that you had embodied in that time, which is also in your DNA, and then you can activate that in your dormant DNA and make it present and serve it in this time how it needs to be.
And I'm glad you said that, because that's what my guys were like, you need to tell them. So thank you for that validation. Because my guys were telling me too, make sure you tell them that when you're clearing these timelines, you're activating your DNA. So that was dead on. Yeah. You are definitely leveling up, because it's a game of, I don't mean this lighthearted, but it's just the way my guides tell me, it's a game of life, right? So you're going to stay on level 1 until you level up, because we have the keys. We have the keys to our DNA, but we have to unlock them to level up. And you will find people, healers and activators, that will help you on your journey to heal and cleanse and these past lives, because it's nobody else's job to heal them but your own.
Absolutely, I agree. Well said.
Yes.
So, continuing forward in our discussion of this wonderful, timeline, integrating past life healing. For everybody out there, what's kind of like a very simple and broad, basic explaining of how a beginner or how someone that's kind of trying to understand these gifts that they have, but maybe not aware of it yet, what's a good way of kind of laying this out for them in a way of understanding as a beginner?
I would say, as a beginner, and as my guides have told me from the very beginning, that anything that we are doing or creating, one, they will always want me to spread this message, is that we are beyond love and we have nothing to fear. The second huge message is it is in your heart to activate and clear everything. So I would invite you, if you don't have a spiritual mentor or a community or a safe place or persons or environment, I would just really, breath is life. Breathe from the bottom of your stomach. Set your intention. I like to put my hands on my heart. My guides have me teach people to do that so they can disconnect from the ego, the head. And really breathe and go within the heart and visualize is what my guides are telling me. You want to do a slow meditation, a meditation specifically the intent, the awareness of healing your past lives or different timelines. Then you visualize seeing a door in your heart and you step through that door. First, grabbing your key, because you have the key to your heart and all your timelines. And going in there and putting unconditional love and light and healing to all your timelines. Because you are infinite. Even if you're not being revealed what those timelines are, know that they are divinely going perfectly where they need to go for your highest good and good for all. And then you thank the universe for allowing you to heal those timelines with unconditional love and light. You step out that door. You lock the door behind you, knowing that you can come there as you please.
Are you there? I think we went through the door.
You fucked around.
What is happening? What is happening? If you can hear me, you may want to just leave and come back. There we go.
I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
I guess we went through the door.
We went to some kind of door. All I can see is your facial expressions, dude. I was like, what is going on? Because your facial expressions.
I was like, as soon as she said we walked through the door, I opened my eyes, and then your screen's black, and I'm just like,
They were screaming? Wow.
what?
I just saw your face, and I'm like, what did he hear? You know?
No, I didn't hear anything. Your screen was black.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
No worries.
Do we want to
I think it's
continue at the door, or are we
very
done?
telling. I think it's just very telling. He said at the door, and then all of a sudden it's just like,
Poof, be gone, dissolve and eliminate.
wow.
I know, I just like looking at your face because your face was like, yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, what are the odds of that?
Spirit doesn't lie. Spirit says we're about to
divine
shake
moments,
the
divine
universe
moments.
up too.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you can continue if you would like from where you were.
I was at we were exiting the door.
I think so. I don't know. I was pretty deep. I was closing my eyes. So
Okay, cool. So as you're leaving the door, you want to visualize closing that door. You ended that chapter. You were reborn. And all that healing and energy went perfectly where it needed to go in those timelines. From any loopholes or contracts. From any dimension and any Stargate. And as you are walking out, you're locking the door. But you have the key to your heart to come back anytime you please. So be it is, and so be it is done. And then right now, even Spirit said, because I can feel it in my energy body, Spirit's telling me you will feel an energy difference of being lighter. And after this, you might be doing a lot of releasing and surrender that. You might be crying a lot. And that's okay, because you're releasing those traumas from those timelines. It's necessary to surrender and let those tears come out. And when you do this, you are activating a higher frequency. You're awakening those DNAs. So I send everybody one love and peace and namaste.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So, wow, I'm feeling a little fuzzy over here.
I was already feeling the energy in my body after
Yeah.
saying that. It is like that. It is like a dissolve and eliminate, and it's like nothing but the universe and darkness after that, because you reborn yourself. You cleared it, so you're in the void by yourself.
0 point energy.
Yes, 0 point energy. Correct.
Start over. Restart.
Yes, restart. Recreate.
Round 2. Fight.
Round 2. This 2 is gonna be even better. You know what I mean? Because now you got your what's it called? Like your cape. You know yourself, right? You got your cape. Like I'm a spiritual. I don't want to say badass, but you know what I mean. You just like you feel that energy of you, like you're just walking with so much confidence and knowing how powerful and magical you are.
Tap into that Super Saiyan.
That's right. So I want to, yeah, it's incredible. It's very, very incredible. And I really honor and I honor people that take this very seriously, and also allow me access to their energy field, right? Because that's sacred.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever you're allowing into your energy field to channel and to guide you in healing, that's a privilege.
Yes.
So you definitely got to give yourself a hug. Thank your ancestors. Thank your spiritual team. Thank Source. And just keep on evolving and expanding. And on the way, send love to our brothers and sisters to plant those seeds so they evolve and they heal and they know thyself.
Thank you for bringing that up. I'd like to ask you, like, for the collective out there, what's one way that you kind of navigate your boundaries and utilize, I guess, precautions and awareness when it comes to navigating in these realms?
You definitely want to put your spiritual protection on you, right? Every day you should put your spiritual protection. It is important. Every day I say I dissolve and I eliminate any energy that shrinks me or makes me feel small. From any projections, from any timelines, and off my ancestors in the past, present, and the future. I dissolve and I eliminate them now, and I'll click my fingers, snap them. Right? Because, and I also will do this to help my brothers and sisters too, is I will say, any energy that was taken from me with or without my permission, I call it back. And any energy that I took from others with unknowing and knowing, I give it back. It's important to do it both ways. And call in your soul fragments every day. I call in my soul fragments from every timeline and every dimension. That back to me, they are mine. And make sure you anchor them into Mother Earth to ground you. And bless your food, bless wherever you walk, bless the people around you that are not awoken yet, that are spirits showing me like they're zombies. Bless them, because when you're blessing them, you're shining that sacred wisdom and source energy on them to awaken them. They're showing me like a seed in the ground. They're putting water on them so they can grow. So that way they can heal their timelines too. So that is some of my rituals and beliefs. And trust your intuition. Channel your inner healer. And know that you're a king or queen. And that you're a winner in this game of life. So that would be my advice.
Wonderful. And I heard you mention grounding. What's one of your favorite ways to ground your energy?
Oh, man. My favorite way is actually with my pyramid healing instrument, my quartz pyramid healing instrument, singing quartz pyramid. I mean, yes.
You have that by you?
Yes, I have it by me. Let me show you guys.
Yes, I love these. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they just align and heal you like no other.
It's one of my favorite instruments, honestly.
This is my healing instrument that I use all the time. I'm very bonded to this instrument.
The vortexes.
Yeah. So I invite you to take a slow, deep breath from the bottom of your stomach. And let these energies go perfectly where they need to go for your highest good and good for all. Feel how good that feels. Feel how that all your chakras are completely aligned. Your portals are open. Perfectly balanced. Filled with so much love and joy. I hear my guys say, you're ascending, you're ascending, you're ascending. And surrender to these perfect grounding, healing energies and vibrations. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Thank you, Spirit. So that is called a singing quartz crystal pyramid. Very powerful medicine. And make sure you bond with it. And when I'm saying bonding with it, you got to play it. You got to exercise it, because it's completely connected to your soul too. That's what my galactic guides are telling me. It's like the spaceships. Our consciousness is in the spaceship and it moves it. You guys ever heard about that? It's the same with your spiritual tools. So you're bonding with it. You're aligning with it. And it's your consciousness in your spiritual tools that you use and practice too. I mean, that's how powerful we are, right?
Mm-hmm. Wow, thank you for that.
You're welcome. I know, it just like...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dang. Wow. Okay. So I'd like to kind of maybe circle a little bit into a little bit of your personal experiences with the soul, um, this past life healing, and I'd like to ask, what was some of the beginning experiences or really profound moments that you had when coming into the really full conscious awareness of your gift and ability and this type of aspect of healing?
You know what? It's just like a lot. I assume and I hear in the metaphysical community, it's just all of a sudden you got upgraded and you received these downloads, right? And it was, I am at the Center for Healing and Integration here in Cincinnati, and every Tuesday night we have a reiki share at 6:30, and it was just all of a sudden like my guys were like, you're healing past lives now. Every person I was going to, I was healing. It was just their past lives were popping up like boom, 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 boom. And it's like, you don't know until you know. That's just how it is. That's what Spirit's showing me right now. Spirit, everything's an integration level. Every new modality and energy has to be integrated. If they give us all our abilities at once, it's like putting so much energy in a light socket, it will burn out. It can actually kill us as in this physical body. So you have to match the vibration. And some people, their vibrations already got it, right? The newer energies that are coming into this timeline, right? But for myself, it's been an integration. And they were like, okay, we got a new job for you. This is your new job. They put my past life hat on, right? And they were like, and they're putting me to work. They put me on a bus and they dropped me off and they were like, go get it, girl, you know?
Yeah.
So, and sound is so important with healing. That's why I use my pyramid. Sound is going to put you in a hypnotic state. So what I can see when I'm healing is not just the physical body. I can see the spiritual bodies, etheric, mental, emotional body. I can see those vibrationally receiving the energies and healing too. That's part of the integration because it has to go through each of those bodies, and then it's the physical. Sound, you cannot heal. Sound relaxes you, right? And makes you calm because you cannot heal with anxiety, fear, or tension. So sound is very, very important. And it's important for healing and just to put you in a hypnotic energy to let that integration of healing go in there perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad you brought up sound because sound is very powerful. And, as energetic and vibrational beings, that means we're just, these octaves and waves of energy and vibration, and it's fluctuating and it's changing and it's shifting with the energy that it's interacting with. And, we're magnetic beings, electromagnetic.
Yes.
So that means we absorb information as well. And it's super key to really be present. Like really it comes down to is like be present and be in tune with what is interacting and giving you senses and emotions in your energy field and really see what's the root behind it.
Remember, you're programming yourself consciously or unconsciously, and this is where my guys are coming in, they're telling me they want me to speak about this. The music you listen to, right? You're programming yourself that in your energy field. The shows that you are watching. But there's a spiritual hack with that. And I'm all about a good spiritual hack to have in your tool belt. Say you went to a party and they're playing music that you don't want to go in your energy field. You're gonna visualize the triangle signal pyramid on the back of your neck, and you're sealing off your energy field from that music entering into your energy field. So you can be in there, you can listen to it, but you just put a sealed where that energy and those vibration cannot go in, to be programmed and not go in your energy field. But whatever you do, don't sing the song either. You'll put that seal up and it will work, but you try your best not to sing the song, because that's a mantra that you're going to program.
Our founder claims, this right here is an embodied form of the violet ray spectrum. Tap in and tune in Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Grand Rising with Crystal Light, your sacred space for discovering the Ascended Masters in crystal healing. Ashe. Yep. That's a man, that's something that's so important. As not only that, but gosh, the subconscious reprogramming that it does.
Yes.
It can get you to literally start to embody and think, behave, and act like whoever is demonstrating those energies. So,
Correct.
you know, it's no wonder we are in a time where our children and a lot of younger people find it normal to act like they're part of gangs, or act like they are all about only money, or
Yes.
disrespecting females, because a large population of the music that they listen to in the mainstream world demonstrates that, and they glorify it. So is it really a coincidence that children and teenagers are acting like that when that's what's being pushed as the music for them to listen to?
While
Not
you're
really,
talking,
no.
sorry, Mark, while you're talking, my guys are showing me it's like a chameleon. So if I'm listening to sex, they're showing me like a chameleon turning red, and then the chameleon moves on, and the next song's talking about money, and the chameleon is turning blue, telling me that we're picking up these energies like a chameleon.
Yeah.
And we should be the ones programming ourselves. It's very important. That's another topic about going into the neural pathways and untangling them. I do like spiritual healings where I will go into the neural pathways and remove programming, and then I'll regenerate them and untangle them. So, yeah.
Do you work with the causal chakra for that?
Do I work with what?
Do you work with the causal chakra for that typically?
I don't know what you're telling me. What is a causal chakra?
Oh, the causal chakra?
I'm not.
It's
I mean,
one that, it's the chakra in the back of the head. That's part of the 12 chakras.
Wow, I'm not aware of that. Usually I go
programming center.
I am not aware of that. No wonder they have me put the pyramid behind the neck, right? From allowing frequencies come in. You just gave me some wisdom. That makes a lot of sense. I usually go through the crown chakra and into the neural pathways, and then I'll see the nervous system. I'll go in there, and it's funny because it's very simple. They give me a spiritual, like, cellulite comb that I see visually, untangle them, and comb them out.
Yeah.
And then I dissolve and I eliminate all those programming. But then
Like
they also... Thank you.
Selenite, man.
Selenite is the best. Oh my goodness. Selenite is the best. So powerful of absorbing all those energies and clearing the pathways, man.
Somebody just told me it's like the energy body's lint roller.
Yes, I love that. That is a great analogy. And also, they'll tell me, even like me, but they'll have me tell my clients, if they're having, like, they're absorbing a lot of negative energy, like in a workspace, and you have to be by somebody, and they're just like negative Nancy, right? They'll tell me a lot of times to visualize a cellulite wall that, like, blocks you from that person. So whatever, if they don't know their self and they're sitting next to you, put that wall, that cellulite wall, between you and them, and it's not gonna hit you.
Yeah.
And it'll pick up all those energies.
That's a great
Yeah.
It's a good technique.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good technique. So, because spirits taught me, we have crystals in the physical, and they're beautiful and they're magnificent and highly intelligent wisdom, right? And entities. But you also can call those energies spiritually. You don't have a piece of selenite, call on it. Visualize it. There you go. You have your selenite. Might not be physical, but you have it in the spiritual. And that's how powerful our minds are.
Yeah. The law of mentalism. Everything is mental.
Yes.
And when you learn about that, and then you learn about the other Hermetic principle of the law of correspondence. Law of correspondence teaches us and shows us how there are multidimensional parallel planes that all coexist and correspond with each other. And then it talks about how there's mental realms for different beings, and that's where the spiritual bodies reside, in the mental realms. And then through the mental realms, that's where we connect with the archetypal energies of what it is that we're interacting with in this holographic reality. So really, it's not that we're like interacting with something physical. It's more that we're mentally interacting with something's energy body, and it just happens to be a material version of it. And with that, and I love, because I taught about the crystals at the New Moon Astrology Retreat on the second day, I talked about like how, everything in this existence has a mental realm that its spiritual self exists in, and then everything also has a physical body that represents it here in this realm. And that goes for these crystals. This is the physical body of a spiritual representative.
Yes.
Same with your plants, same with your pets, same with other human beings. We all have these physical bodies that are representations of our spiritual and mental energy. And when you start to really see that as everything around you and who you are, that's when you're really alive, so to say, and you're like really seeing that everything around you is alive and vibrating and is with you and like full of consciousness and movement. And it's interesting because that goes to show you how everything is mental, because the way that we're perceiving and choosing to tell ourselves we're perceiving is going to determine the timeline of reality that we are vibrating and experiencing and also perceiving our interactions on. So like we can perceive something, but there's a whole spectrum of what that thing is. So wherever you choose to perceive and stay at, you're going to continue just to see that version of it. Or you can actually transcend that, and you can see that there's a higher purpose to every single thing. Even that thing that you might hate or dislike, or you may feel like it doesn't serve you right now, it could resonate for you later on because of the vibration that you're at.
Yes. And when you're at higher timelines, boy, the colors of things are incredible. Like colors that I can't even, that are not in this physical realm where I'm at now. But when you're perceiving higher, the colors of the vibration of everyday lives are incredible. I can't even explain it. Yeah.
It's like you get ultra senses, kind of. It's like everything is more sharper and clear and full of life and vibrant.
And the energies you feel off of me, they feel amazing. Like they are like, man, that color yellow just makes me feel like it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel like sunshine, and it's just the color yellow, but the intensity of yellow is not like how we are perceiving it like right now as I'm looking at something yellow. But you can switch into different timelines and higher frequencies, and you don't even know, like, okay, I call that yellow, but I don't know what to call that.
Wow. Oh, so this would probably be a good little topic point to bring up. So we have memories and energy stored into our physical body. And with that means that this past life healing can potentially also restore and treat either imbalances, illness, disease, and other injuries of the physical body too, correct?
That is correct. That is it. I have seen it over and over again. If you had it is also important. Okay, put it in the frequency. I can read it. My guys are coming in, they're talking to me, and I'm telling them to put it in a higher frequency. It is important that when you are doing the healing into those timelines, that the client is interacted with it. This is what my guys are coming in and telling me. Like, okay, you holding grief in your heart, and it could come through in your physical body as palpation, or you had a heart attack, right? Because it's somewhere, not maybe in this timeline, but your ancestors' timeline, your grandfather's timeline, he had a broken heart. He never felt he never got to love a significant other unconditionally, right? So he hangs on to that broken heart, and it comes to you. Well, it comes from grandpa, and then comes to dad, and dad dismisses it. He has no idea why he feels like he's sad all the time, right? And then it comes to you, and you are more awakened, you are more aware than your ancestors before, and you heal that timeline and in your heart, because you were holding the sadness too, right? And after you heal it, you're gonna feel that you're not as sad as you used to be. Of course, this is an integration. Sometimes it's like that, and other times it's gonna take some time. It just depends. It depends. My guys are telling me it depends on how much of your DNA is doormatted or activated, and what your bodies can handle at that time, what level of frequency that you're at. And you're going to be feeling more lighter and more confident and more in love with yourself, my guys say. You're going to feel more in love and know who you really are. It's also important, my guys are telling me to tell, is when you it's important for the client, when I heal, all right, you're healing from that grief, I will ask you, what color do you want to put in your heart for that grief? It's important, not just, you have to do spiritual and physical, that they are knowing that they are healing their self, because it's then it becomes real to the self-conscious mind and the physical body. It is important that who you're healing, that they're interacted with it and they're doing the work too. Because I can guide you, and I can see, and I can feel, and I can talk to your ancestors. But you have to be interactive on your own healing, because again, you have the keys to heal those timelines. So yes, you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel more happy. You're going to feel like, you know what? I know what my life purpose is, and it ain't this 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You're just going to be a new, higher timeline version of yourself, because you have quantumly jumped after you heal those timelines.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Because your vibration becomes lighter since you let go of that density. So therefore, that makes it a ascension of your vibration.
My guys are telling me, visualize after your healing session on yourself, or somebody's guiding you. And when you are putting those energetic colors into your timelines, right? After you do that, visualize you holding a balloon and you letting it go to source. That's what my guys just came in to want me to share. Because it's letting go. It's surrender.
Yeah. I love that you bring up filling in with the colors, because I feel like it's important to also bring in the healing and restoring energy along with the releasing, because, you know, in this multidimensional world and being accountable beings, it's very real that, you know, if we release energy, then it could create either a void, a tear, there could be residue left over. So we want to make sure that we're channeling, however it is authentic to us, whatever type of healing and loving energy that you can channel into those centers and into those parts of your aura where you are releasing. So then you're not keeping those tears there, wounds, distortions, residue, whatever it may be left over. So there's many guides that you can connect with, archangels, ancestral energy, your own Reiki energy, crystals, so many wonderful things that you can channel your consciousness into and allow their properties to help assist you.
Absolutely. And again, I'm just going to reiterate it, that we have football fields, teams of ancestors and angels that support us and that are always around us. We have free will here on Earth. So make sure that you're putting them to work, or they're going to be, I don't condone this, I'm not judging either, or they're going to be on smoke break board. So call them in, get them out from their smoke break.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
they
for real though, guys,
want to
like,
help. They want to help us. They don't want to be bored. Like, I always call in my guides for different things. Like, just for this show, I asked my perfect guides and ancestors to be with me on this show to channel perfect and for wisdom, sacred wisdom, and knowledge, right? And also that my ancestors and my spiritual team are completely working with with Marcus too. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Teamwork.
Teamwork. Dreamwork.
You owe me a plant-based soda.
Okay, I got it.
Definitely.
I got you.
Not no big soda, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm not big on sodas myself. I do love coffee though.
Oh gosh, especially that mushroom coffee.
Yes, mushroom coffee that I had from your astrology retreat was so good.
You guys can always purchase that. Anybody that's listening, you guys can always purchase some of that organic reishi coffee that I distribute as well. You guys can check out the link. I'll put it in the description below. And I'll also give you my website. We got lattes, mocha, regular black coffee. You have a ginseng coffee. And so much more wonderful stuff. Fully organic reishi. The reishi's even farmed in China on a private farm. No tampering. Completely organic, grown on logs.
Beautiful
Stuff. Very transparent.
And I want to tell you, when I came, I don't know if you remember, I asked you if you had a creamer, some kind of creamer, and you're like, no, but you're going to really enjoy it. And I'm like, okay. And I did. I did not have to feel the need, like, where's my creamer? And I was like, man, this is some really delicious coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was very impressed. It was really, really good stuff.
And that stuff, actually, I'm going to bring this up as well, is, this gets into the micro level of things. And, what we're consuming is very important, I feel like, especially with all this in the healing process. And, if we're just going and getting a standard American coffee that has added chemicals, added flavoring, heavy amounts of plastic with a lot of heat on the plastic, and you're also getting loads of very saturated factory farm dairy and all these things piling up into your espresso, into your drink, your coffee, then you're consuming all that. I mean, like, just to give you guys perspective, like, what do you think that's doing as that interacts with what we have spoken on today? Your aura, your cellular system, your bloodstream. So I really invite us to really critically think about what we're consuming, and also remember that there's many abundant options and alternatives to what it is that we're consuming that could be poisonous for our body. I'll just be straight real, like, poisonous, because there's a lot of poisonous things that have been put in our food system that are now being addressed and brought to the light on a large scale. And this is the time to really dive into that research, kind of try to look into why it's being talked about on a massive level, and potentially maybe learn a little bit more about your own health and your well-being, and how you can really make the most of the way that you're able to live your life every day.
So true. Absolutely. Even when I do healings, like long session healings, my guys will come in and be like, okay, Sam, you can have 1 cup of coffee and they don't want me to eat anything heavy.
Oh yeah.
And because one is my energy is going to that person, right? And it's trying to be highest vibrational and as powerful, and also that I can hear their guides and my guides at a very clear, fluent, and effective channeling. And there's plenty of times where I'm like, no, I'm going to eat this candy right now. Okay. I'm going to do this healing. I'm going to eat this candy. And it backfired on me and it really burnt me out. Like I'd be like I would need to hibernate for 2 days. Like, okay, I hear what you're saying, guys. And I hear you, ancestors. But look, I'm going to eat this candy. And I end up eating the whole bag of candy. Not just one, not the two. And I end up paying for it. So it is important, and that is wisdom that I learned. So when I do my healings, I'm like, nope, I am not doing that because I don't want to burn myself out, and I want to make sure that I channel and hear my guides very, very clearly, which I do, but I don't have a problem hearing my clients or my guides. It's mainly for me burning myself out because of the food choice I chose that day. So if I have a scheduled client, say tomorrow, I am not going to eat nothing like pasta and bread and heaviness. I'm going to eat more high vibrational foods, vegetables and fruits and nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's about taking care of ourselves first, right? So I definitely learned that lesson of being hard-headed, and that's what my guys are telling me. Hard-headed and just wanting to eat what I wanted to eat, and then they're like, okay, you're gonna pay for that, and I'll be like, okay, and then I'm like, dang, you're right, I did pay for that.
Gotta keep the instrument clean.
Gotta keep the channel clean. Yes.
That's right. Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot about that too, especially the...
I seen you laughing, Marcus, so I knew you could relate.
Especially the way that I'm eating before I'm going into a practice. That, wow, I've learned so much through that journey.
Me too.
I don't know how many times I was like ready to go, and then because of my impulse to eat, it like ruined it. And I was like, dang, man, I was good. Like,
absolutely. I've been there too, man. Especially like where salt. If I eat salt, I'll be like, I'll start feeling it in my body and my energy system, and I'll be like a puffer fish. I'll be like, right? Yeah. And I'll be like a puffer fish for 2 days, but it has a big effect on my energy bodies and my capability of healing. So I'm like, I'm definitely not eating Chinese before I go do healing, right?
I'm eating that before.
No Chinese food.
That's so funny. So, as we kind of wrap up here, I'll leave an opportunity for you to share just anything else that you feel called to share, whether it's like protection wise, empowerment wise, or anything about past life healing that you feel like you haven't touched on yet.
Let's see what my guys want to come through. Okay, my guys are coming through and they're just showing me like us as blank canvas, and that we can always paint a new canvas, and to know when you're seeing out your eyes, your physical eyes, you're seeing out of God's eyes. And that meaning that you are so powerful and that you can create and have fun, which we forget. Have fun making your mistakes. Don't be hard on yourself. Love yourself. Love your mistakes. And don't forget to have so much love and joy in your spiritual evolution. Because everybody's walking around with a suitcase of gifts in their suitcases, but it's our job to unlock them. And everybody's on a different spiritual chapter of their book of life. And don't compare your spiritual journey to anybody else's, and enjoy the ride. So that would be my advice, and my spirits are channeling through me too.
Thank you. The cherry on top to a wonderful episode of
Beautiful.
The Process of Clearing Layers.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much.
Quantum healing, brother.
That's right. Quantum beings we are.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, that does it for this episode of The Process of Clearing Layers. For all of you that are tapping in, feel free to leave your comments, feedback, expand upon the conversation with the knowledge that you have as well. Reach out if you have questions to myself or Sam.
Absolutely.
And you can also book services with Sam as well. And where can everybody find that at?
So you can find me on my email, info at higherselfhealingenergy.com. You can also go to my Facebook business page, Higher Self-Healing Energy LLC. And I do have a website that is that you can book appointments with me as well, or just question or advice. higherselfhealingenergy.com.
That's right. That's actually right below on the ticker for all of you guys, this whole episode. So you guys can see it nice and typed out for you and check it out, higherselfhealingenergy.com, so you can connect with Sam and book different type of sessions. And what kind of sessions can people book with you?
So I do in-person sessions. I wear multiple hats, right? So if you just want a psychic reading, a mediumship, a reiki session, I also do virtual healings, readings, but I also do sacred animal bone readings, aura readings. I have multiple hats that I like to offer for services for healing. So I would definitely guide you just to go to my website and see if my services and my energy aligns with you. And if it does, I would be so humbled to guide you on your healing journey.
Thank you.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
have a blessed and beautiful night.
Yes.
Wholeness and balanced love, everyone.
Yes.
2023. Mother Gaia, third dimensional planet, ascending. Thank you from the Sacred Light Broadcast Network and Sacred Light Productions for tapping in and tuning in to all live and replay content, holistic, conscious, for your empowerment. Tap in to the Christ light within. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember that you are the one that you have been looking for. Enjoy this content. If you would like to collaborate or receive production through myself, Marcus Crystallite, direct message or email me at marcustut23@gmail.com to discuss details. Wholeness and balanced love. Ashe.